Hey everyone, Dennis from Cats and Freedom Outdoors here. All right, we're going to talk about the ATN Excite 5 LRF 3x15. So in my last videos, I told you that the latest firmware I had was 395. When I called tech support, they told me not to upgrade to the new firmware because I didn't have any issues. They said that 395 was working properly. There's been no problems with it. So last week on Wednesday, we were getting ready, me and Mr. Bill, take the guns to the range, do some videos. Well, it didn't work out. We took our scopes out to charge them, to check the ATN Connect 5 app. They would not connect. Mr. Bill's version was 392. So he called tech support. He told him that he needed update to the new version. So we got 5.1.04, 0.460, and 476. So they told him he had to update to both of those. So he took his SD card out, went through the process, did the two firmware updates, put it back in the scope updated, boom. That was it. Lost the reticles on his scope, and that was it. Couldn't get back. Tried to re-upload his reticle that he designed, nothing. Got on the phone with ATN. They told him he has to send the scope back in. They got to delete everything off the scope, re-upload everything, and that will fix everything. He also explained to them about my scope with the 395, and they told him that I need to update to the new firmware. Well, I did it. I mean, they told him I shouldn't have any problems because 395 has been working for a lot of people. Well, I did the updates. I lost everything on my scope. Same thing, got on the phone with them, told me the same thing. Scope's got to be sent back. They got to clean it, put everything back on the scope. So we both got everything set up to return our scopes on last Wednesday. We both went to the same shipping company, same time, brought them there. Both of the scopes were on the same receipt. They received the scopes on Friday. Today is Tuesday. I got my scope back. Mr. Bill doesn't even have a notification. He called ATN. His scope is not even assigned to a technician. So I don't know what to think of that, but I guess it comes down to getting lucky if your scope gets assigned to a tech. My scope's back. I set it all up. Got my reticle that I designed in a scope. Took it outside, played with it. Everything is working properly. I could connect with the app. So I'm going to run through the app with everybody here. So this is the ATN app. So you connect to your device. You got streaming, settings, and reticles. So I'm going to show you streaming real quick so my scope doesn't shut off. So I just have it set up on a tripod, pointed at one of my son's hogs, just to give everybody an idea. So the streaming works really well. Outside, I tested it. Actually, I should have recorded it, but I had my dogs running around and there was no problems. Picks up was great, no digital interference. So the streaming works. So if we get into the app here, this is what you can do. So video, got your video resolution, sensitivity, recording, blend, microphone. You could format your SD card, recall activation. You got your display. You can set everything up. profiles when you zero your gun in and you save the profile. If you're out in the woods hunting, you can go right on your phone to the app and click which profile you want to use. Then we got normal settings here. Sorry about the reflection, guys, but if I don't have the light on, it's going to be pitch black. Your wireless modes, and then your environments for, when you're zeroing your gun and creating profiles. So the good thing with this app is everything can be done through your phone or iPad or computer. You don't have to sit there and constantly look through the scope to do all of this. The one thing I will say that I wish they add to this app or even the scope is the ability to stream directly from it live. To do like a live social media, to stream on social media. To me, that would be a really good bonus to add on to this. So you got options here, brings you to your account information. You can do firmware update through your phone. The other thing is you could download your media right to your phone, which is pretty cool. You ain't got to take the SD card out, put it into your computer. It makes life a little bit easier. I played around with the app a little bit when I reconfigured my scope. It made it so much easier. I don't have to stand there holding the scope or put it in a tripod and playing around with the buttons. So, bottom line is this. If you need to do an update, do a firmware update, I recommend calling tech support and following the directions they tell you. Because at least if something happens, the person you spoke to, you were directed by ATN, end the story. That's what I did. This is a new scope, upgraded version. So I wanted to make sure everything I did, I was directed by ATN themselves. So we're going to call this the curse of ATN. I've got a lot of comments, a lot of messages, remarks regarding the problems people have been having with the scope. So that's why I call them when there's an issue or anything. I want to hear it right from their mouth. So finally, the curse of ATN caught up with me and missed the bill. But as of right now, everything is working fine. And like I said, once Mr. Bill gets his scope back in, we'll get these out to the range, do some testing with them, zero our rifles, and do some videos on how to use the scope. We'll break it down to each portion of it, everything that the scope details. All right, guys. So I just wanted to give you an update of what I just went through. Like I said, I've been lucky in the past. Finally, the curse has caught up to me. And right now, it's working. So we'll see what happens when we get this out to the range. I'll give you guys an update, hopefully more videos when we're at the range on how to use the settings. We'll do walkthroughs on it. All right, guys, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also, hit the notification bell so you get notified when and if we go live and bring you guys more videos. All right, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you.